Hello and happy Monday night. I have a question for you. Is your to-do list a mile long? I'm talking about both your to-do list for your business and in your personal life. Well, if you feel like you're drowning in a sea of too many things to do and you're not really making headway in your business or crossing things off that list in your personal life, then I have got the thing that you need to know today. I'm going to be sharing with you a process for taming that unruly to-do list and getting a lot more done in your business and in your life. I am Christine Parma, and I am so happy that you're joining me today. You can find out more about me at christineparma.com. If you don't know who I am, and what I do, I help ambitious mompreneurs to create their profitable businesses without sacrificing everything that matters most to them along the way. So today's topic is getting control of your to-do list, because if you're in business for yourself, you've probably got a to-do list that includes all the marketing things you have to do, the customer service, creating your opt-ins and your website, and it can just get huge and overwhelming. And if you're tuning in and you can relate to what I'm saying, then please, say yes or push 1 in the comments below. I want to hear what your thoughts are today. This is a dialogue as much as you can on live streaming TV, but I want this to be a dialogue. And I'm open to taking your questions and giving you the answers that you're looking for. So this process that I'm talking about, I call it PPDS. And I'm going to be sharing a lot more detail of this process and helping you implement it in your business and your mama entrepreneur business during the Summer Bliss Business Challenge that is happening next week, June 12th through 18th. I am hosting it, and it is a free online event to help you mompreneurs to not only grow your business in summer, but have more time for yourself and more time to spend with your family, and frankly, just to have a lot more fun. So you'll find the link to join the Summer Bliss Business Challenge just probably above this video. I'll also put it in the comments right below, or you can type summer in the comments below, SUMMER in the comments below, and I will make sure that you get the link to sign up for the Summer Bliss Business Challenge. So back to this process. PPDS, what does that stand for? Well, it stands for prune, prioritize, delegate, and systemize. I'm going to put that up here first. The first step, of course, is to prune your to-do list. Let's make it shorter. I promise you, there are things on your to-do list that A, probably don't need to get done at all, that you can just delete off your list, or B, are not really important to get done right now in your business. One of the mistakes that so many entrepreneurs make, male or female, is they kind of pack their to-do lists with all of these things that don't really make a difference to their bottom line in their business. And, let's face it, if you're in business, then your bottom line matters. Otherwise, you just have a hobby. So you've got to be generating revenue and getting sales, making income for you to stay in business and help the people who want and need your services. And that's what I want for you. So the first step is to prune. Look at your to-do list. What is on your to-do list that really doesn't need to get done at all? And maybe you just felt like you needed to add it in because it's a nice to have, and what can be put off till later, and maybe it can be put off till later for forever, and you put it off till later because it's really not a priority. And I'm going to be walking you through the steps of how to do that in the Summer Bliss Business Challenge, so make sure you sign up for that. The second step is to prioritize. Let's see if I can type that out here. Nope, I can't type it here apparently. Prioritize. That's a long word. Prioritize to type while you're live streaming. Prioritize is the second step. Prioritizing is once you've kind of got your to-do list a little bit smaller and more manageable, what really needs to happen first? What needs to happen first, second, third? You're probably familiar with the concept of prioritizing. But the tricky part is, especially when it comes to a business, is knowing what are the priority activities that you need to be engaging in and day out in your business, or if it's for a special project, for example, like a challenge, an online challenge, what are the priority activities that really need and deserve your personal time and attention? Because, again, there are things I bet that are on your list that not only do you not need to do, but you don't need to do yourself, which really gets us to the third step, which is delegate. Now, I can hear you thinking right now. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but Christine, delegate. What do you mean delegate? I don't have a team. I can't afford the team. I haven't had time to find a team. I don't even know where to start with having a team. Well, I want you to think of delegating in a little bit bigger way. It's not just about delegating to team members, although that's certainly a part of it. It's about deciding which things that really deserve your personal time and attention. And the way to go about looking at this and about delegating is to get really clear on how much your time is worth. And again, I walk you through kind of the step-by-step process and the Summer Bliss Business Challenge. It's a little bit longer than this video will allow for, but essentially what you're doing is you're coming up with a, say, dollars per hour figure, even if you don't charge, by the hour, if you have a program. You come up with a general value for what you're worth per hour. And then you got to look at everything that's on your to-do list and look at it and think, okay, is this activity and this activity and this activity, is it more than my dollars per hour? Let's say, it's $100 an hour that your time is worth. Well, is cleaning your house a $100 an hour activity? No, it's not. And if you're a mompreneur and you're working from home, then one of those things that can be on a to-do list and take your time away is cleaning. You get distracted by cleaning all of the household chores or activities that you need to do, and you feel kind of compelled to do sometimes instead of really focusing on your business. So you've got to approach every activity and every task that's on your to-do list in this way. And then you look for the biggest opportunity for the greatest return on investment. I used to be in financial planning long ago. And, when you look at the top CEOs of companies and smart business people in general, they approach investment, how they use their time, how they use their money, their energy, and their effort as a return on investment calculation. Because that's what it's about. Theoretically, if your time is worth $100 an hour and you hire a house cleaner for $35 an hour, if you use that, say you hired him for 1 hour, you use that 1 hour to really focus on things that really move the needle in your business, then your return on investment is going to more than pay for what you have to pay to have the person clean your house. There's all sorts of things and ways to delegate that don't cost a lot of money. And, again, delegating is a really big topic. I'm not going to dive into it too deeply here in the live stream. But if you're in business for yourself, the bottom line is you're going to reach a point where there's just more things than fit in your day, even once you've pruned and you've prioritized. And you do need to delegate, whether it's to team members or just getting help in the house or with childcare or from friends or relatives to free up some of your hours. You're going to have to do that in order to grow your business and grow your income. And I want that for you. So the last step, prune, prioritize, we did delegate, it is systemize. And this is where things start to really rock and roll. So there are things in your business that you are doing day in and day out that if you put a process or a system around it would ease your burden a lot. Let's take, for example, blog posts. If you're blogging right now, you're writing blog posts, they can be really time consuming. And there are parts of blogging that you must do. If you're the creator and you're writing the articles, and it's your voice and your message that you're sharing. And then there are parts of posting a blog post that you really don't need to do, which kind of goes back to delegating out to a team member, outsourcing that. But then when you install the system on top of it, you document the process, you don't have to think about what needs to happen next. You don't have to invest the time and the energy and the brain power into thinking, okay, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? And in order to get that blog post out and just, up and distributed. And if you've got your processes documented, not only will things flow a lot more smoothly for you, so you'll be a lot more productive in whatever amount of work time that you have, then you can pass that task off easily to a team member or parts of that task so that they can do it quickly and efficiently, and you get the help that you need and free up the time that you need to grow your business and make more income and have freedom and have time for yourself and have more time for the things that really matter to you. Is this making sense to you guys? Is this making sense? If it's making sense, say yes in the comments below. Or you can leave it on the replay comments also. So if you are struggling with an overwhelming to-do list, if you're looking at summer right now and thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to get it done? My to-do list was already long, and now on top of it, I've got camp schedules and visitors coming in and family vacations and travel and all of these things that come with summer, and you want some help on adding some structure and clarity and time and freedom into your summer schedule so that you can go into summer and not only grow your business, but have an amazing summer too. You can feel like an amazing mom. You can have time for yourself and have a lot of fun. If that resonates with you, please do sign up for the Summer Bliss Business Challenge. You will find the link right above this video, and I'll also put it in the comments below so that you can sign up for the free challenge. It's happening June 12th through 18th. That's next week. And really get the keys to making your summer the best yet. So it's a 7-day online challenge. Everything, I'm a mompreneur. I've created everything to be totally doable and that you're able to implement it and make progress based on a mompreneur schedule, which is usually pretty packed if you're anything like me. So it's been created by a mompreneur specifically for mompreneurs. So I invite you to join me next week in the Summer Bliss Business Challenge. And of course, if you have comments that you would like to leave, please leave them in the comment section below. I will tag me and I will respond to you personally, even on the replay. And if you found value and got value from this video, I would be so grateful if you would share it with another couple of mamas who could use hearing these tips to help you have an amazing business and be an amazing mom too. So that's all I've got for you all today. I wish you an amazing evening, and I will see you hopefully inside the Summer Bliss Business Challenge next week. Until then, take care, and as always, shine brilliantly. Bye-bye. Oops, I'm still on live. I didn't realize.